Hi. When I was 36 years old, I opened up my first physical therapy practice. I had been working at Columbia Hospital, and for a really strange 2-week stretch, for 2 weeks in a row, every person that sat in my evaluation chair was in some kind of spiritual crisis. I'll never forget the last guy that came in. He was a man in about his 40s. He had long hair. His posture was really forward. His neck was really, really forward. And he had a lot of neck pain. That's why he came in. But that's not really what he wanted to talk to me about. He proceeded to tell me that he had a near-death or death experience. I don't really know what you call it. But he died, and they brought him back to life. And during that time, he had gone to hell. And every waking moment now, he was just kind of like really freaking out. I was like, okay, hang on, buddy. Hold on. For whatever reason, I had in my car, in the trunk of my car, I had this men's devotional Bible. I'm like, hang on. Run out to my car, get him the Bible, bring it back, give him this men's devotional Bible. I'm like, don't worry, you got a second chance. Here you go. Just read this. You'll be fine. So left work that day feeling pretty darn good. I mean, because he really, you could see that he really felt better. He was relaxed after that. He was kind of like, okay, maybe hope. So I'm driving down US 1, and I'm listening to the radio, and I hear on the radio this speaker talking all about proselytizing, and my heart sinks. I'm like, okay, God. I looked up like this. I'm like, okay, God, you made me this way. What am I supposed to do with that? I mean, am I supposed to just stop talking? I mean, they have questions. What do I do? Small, still voice comes, says, you know what? Open up your own practice. Be on your own time. Then you can say what you think is right, and it's not proselytizing. I was like, okay, cool. Sign me up. So I opened Gina's Physical Therapy, and it was awesome. It was so good. I was able to do the physical side of things, physical activity, physical muscle balancing, physical healing. I was able to incorporate the spiritual side. You know, if people had questions, I never imposed on them, but if they had questions or crises, I could help. And things went along like swimmingly. It was awesome. I loved it. I was learning, and fast forward to 2012. So 2012 arrives, and we are hit with Affordable Care Act. Everyone's running around fraught with risk and peril, like, how are we going to pay for this? What's going to happen? And things got kind of stressful in the healthcare industry. Very stressful, so stressful. You know, I thought, okay, things are so changed now. So I downsized. I mean, I really downsized. I brought it down to the bare minimum. I thought, okay, this isn't really fun anymore. I mean, and if I'm not happy, I got to figure it out. So I bring it back down to like the bare minimum, and you know, start to like really investigate future of healthcare. Start reading attorney books on healthcare reform, and at the same time, actually, though, as fate would have it, thank you, God, I got an invitation to join up with these guys, physical. So I joined up. It was in my mind, it was how you could be involved with an affordable care organizations, like all the physicians were going to, kind of strengthen numbers, seem like how healthcare was going. So I joined up with them, and it was great. It's been great. They are great. I mean, mentorship, leadership, ethics, integrity, innovation, they're great. So join up with physical, and things are moving in the right direction. Fast forward another 3 years, 2015, things are like really changing. But not only that, I personally start to enter, you know, my late 40s, and I'm starting to feel my body breaking down. So I'm like, okay, I've enjoyed really good health, right? We got the fact that, you know, to be healthy, that you need to have some physical manipulation and balance. You need to strengthen your muscles. Everything needs to be in balance physically, spiritually. You need to be in balance. Stress, you know, I had written some papers on stress management, because all my patients were like, I'm stressed, I don't know how to relax. If I had a nickel for every time I heard I don't know how to relax, I would be really, really rich. I'd have my plane. So but then I thought, you know, like, there's another piece missing. I see all my patients coming in with these long list of medications, maybe not always getting the amazing outcomes, you know, especially with the tougher cases like fibromyalgia. So I'm like, okay, it's nutrition, it's chemistry, it's something that we have to look at in chemistry. So I sat down, I thought, that's it. There's 4 pillars. If all 4 of these are in perfect balance, even when you go into your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, if you keep it that way, you're going to have a good quality of life. So I sat down and wrote this, it was activity, mindfulness, nutrition, and sleep. So and then I thought, well, that's like kind of a little bit out of the box concept. I mean, how am I going to actually practically help people with this? This is kind of a bit much. It invades a lot of areas of people's lives. But yet I know in my heart of hearts from personal experience that that is the answer. So I thought, okay, I need to go back office. I need to figure this out. Healthcare was getting even worse, I mean, it was just like really burdensome. But because I thought I never, ever, ever want to be that practice that doesn't offer quality care, because I'd rather sell donuts. Well, that's a pun, but I'd rather do something else than be a practice that, has to kind of do the mathematical equation where, okay, if we're getting paid half as much, you need to see twice as many, and everyone's running around fraught with risk and peril again, and stress, and not giving quality care, and just really coping. I said, no, I don't ever want to have to be in a position where me or my staff is in a position where they have to cope. So I went back office. I'm like, okay, now let me really, really roll up my sleeves, get in the, heat of it, and figure out what's going on here with this insurance and how possibly we can make people healthy. Also, all the while growing. So what I did was I basically chose to kind of turn to not changing production at all, even though that we were getting paid a whole lot less, but more be wiser in streamlining and productivity. Physical definitely helped me with that, with kind of just accountability, daily accountability. You get what you measure. And just cutting waste, actually. But all the while I no longer had to, do all of that, plus run a caseload, because I was only back office, I was able to spend my time just really coming up with ways to pour into my staff and lead the staff of people that God had entrusted me to a better life. And so that's where I spent my time, was really investing in my staff. And investing in my staff to this day, for the first 3 months, really been really serious about once a week meeting with the staff and pouring into them and brainstorming, because we all have the same heart, which is great. I have a great team of people that have a heart that just wants to help people, just wants to do it right. And they're doing awesome. So I probably went off on a tangent. I apologize for that. But bottom line is, we're at the point now that I'm ready to just say, okay, all that I've learned, all that I've done, all that I have been able to figure out thus far, and I'm not saying the learning is going to stop, I want to give to people for free, because I realized that by holding it steady with high outcomes and high servanthood to people, to really teach and help them, I thought, well, we have to get it to them, really get it to them. I'm ready to come out from behind the scenes. I've had a lot of people say you should, maybe make videos, show people how you do this, how to fix a shoulder. So anyway, this is my debut, coming out to try and be in the public side to add value to your lives. And I just want to say that something that really inspired me, and this is the only thing that I am going to actually read, is that I got a phone call today that, and then, I got the message through email, and then I looked up the company, and, who was this that was calling me, and what might they want, and I looked up their company. So it was called Health E-Filings. And this is what their, company was about. It said, a certified EHR technology, and is committed to delivering cloud-based technology that ensures healthcare transition from a volume to a value-based care model. And I was like, yes, for such a time as this, because I have always been a value-based care model. And that just gave me the encouragement to actually come out here and record this video of my story for you, in the hopes that me and my team, that we can really add value to you. And so we're going to do our best to make videos, to do seminars, to connect, to love, to learn, so that we can be of better value to as many people as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.